So guys, today I woke up wondering something. What is the cheapest drink you could purchase? And what is the most expensive? I know, I woke up wondering very strange things. I am aware of this. But I like to know the cost of things and to compare them to make price rankings. How many times is juice more expensive than water? What is the cheapest Coca-Cola format? That's my hobby. I know, it's a weird hobby. I'm aware of that. So today I want to make a research with you on a few beverages that we can buy online and compare their prices. But first, let's define the location of this research. I have selected 2 countries out of 2 continents. Canada and the UK. Why those countries? First, wait, I need to say something. I could not add the US as part of this research. Why? Because all the supermarkets online in the US are not displaying the unit price. So for me to do this kind of research, it is much faster if I can check what is the unit price per product, so I can do my calculations. But as they do not display it, it is much harder for me to do the research. I think over there they must not have any regulation that actually force the supermarket to show this kind of price to their consumers. So consumers don't really know what is the cost of what they are buying. Alright, so that's a US problem that we're not going to talk today. So that's why I chose the UK and Canada. So for the sake of this study, I decided to not study the US. It would be too complicated, basically. Anyway, so why did I choose the UK and Canada? Well, they speak English, so it's easier for you and for me. I mean, if I did it in English, Spanish or German, it would be a bit harder on your side, right? Exactly, it's easier to make a research in English, obviously. I mean, I could do it in French, Spanish, Hebrew or German, but I don't want to lose your time on the way. So here we go. What is the cheapest beverage you can buy in the UK or in Canada? And how will we search? We will have a look at Asda for the UK and Loblaw in Canada. They are all big supermarkets in their own countries. So let's start. So I have prepared this marvelous Excel spreadsheet. Here we will see what is the cheapest cost of water, what is the cheapest cost of juice and the most expensive juice there is in the market, the cheapest Coca-Cola and the most expensive Coca-Cola format. You will see there are many differences. And then we will decide which one is the cheapest drink. It may be water, it may be not. You may be surprised. I was surprised. Alright, so let's go and check for what is the cheapest water in the UK. Asda, dear Asda, tell me which one it is. I found out that Nestle Pure Lifestyle is actually the cheapest drink in the UK for water at 3.33p, so it is super cheap. Haha, I am the cheapest. Who else could be cheaper than me? No one. Or I don't think so. So drink me, I am healthy. What else do we have to lose? Drink water. Let's have a look at the juice. So here we have the price per unit again, 6.5, 6.5, 8. So that's very funny, really. Here you can clearly see that pineapple is more expensive than apple or orange juice. Things that we learn. Alright, if we carry on, we can see, for instance, look at this one, 24.4 for an innocent juice. It is really much more expensive, like 4 times the price. I know I'm expensive, but with high price comes high quality. So buy me, take care of your health. If we drop down, I found one which was cheaper, 5.5 as the smart price. What about the most expensive juice? I found out, I've done this before, that Tropicana Bits was much more expensive. Here it is, 26.11p. This is the most expensive product, at least in Asda. Haha, I've beaten you, innocent, on the price. I'm more expensive than you, huh? Oh no, you better watch your price tag, Tropicana. I'm right behind you. Now, let's have a look at Coca-Cola. I don't know if you know it, but Coca-Cola has a very different price range, you will see. For instance, this one, 10p, 14p, 12p, 26p. Alright, let's see if we can beat this 10p. Oh, I think we have a winner here. 3.5, almost as cheap as water. Who said you couldn't beat the water price? I am the living proof of it. Nestle, you're so second to me. Ah, I wanted to go first. That. Haha, first in the race. Diet Coke Sublime line. Interesting. What about the most expensive one? Let's see. 28p Coca-Cola Classic Glass Bottle. I think that is the winner of this challenge. So Coca-Cola Classic Glass Bottle. Interesting. So clearly you can see here within Coca-Cola we have a price that costs about 3p and the most expensive one will be 28p. So it will be easily 6 times higher. Wow. For the same Coca-Cola product, roughly. No, you are making a mistake, I'm sorry. But the feeling of holding my bottle to drink Coca-Cola, it's definitely worth the price. It is worth paying 6 times more than drinking this cheap, bad, sublime Coca-Cola, really. Trust me. You can thank the marketing team to allocate such a high budget on your launch, really. I'm hearing nothing, sorry, you're too far away. What did you say? Yeah. And, ladies and gentlemen, what is the cheapest drink? Is it water? I found out that it was not water. Let me show you. Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce you to Asda Cola. Basically a Coca-Cola made by the supermarket, which will be usually cheaper than the main brand. 2.25p. Who would have guessed? And we'll have a winner. Yes, I won! I'm cheaper than water! Woo! Yes! Who said you couldn't beat the water? I am the cheapest drink in the supermarket, produced by the supermarket. So yeah, that's the secret. Oh no! I lost the race to Asda Diet Coke. I was so winning! Haha, Nestle, you see, you're still not the cheapest. Now, let's go to Canada. So when we go to Canada, access denied, but don't worry, my young Padawan, I have everything sorted. Thank you, VPN. Welcome to Loblaws. Alright, let's jump into it and let's start for water. Here we have also the price per milliliters, basically, and we can see that Nestle and President's Choice, we can see that both of them are the cheapest drink there is for Canada. So I will put Nestle. What we can see here is that Nestle here would have to be double the amount in the UK. Take that in mind. Let's have a look at the juice. Which one is the cheapest juice? 0.15, 0.15. This one, Fruity, I checked, is the cheapest juice. My only value is that I'm cheap to Canadians. 0.07, 7p for Canada. Now let's have a look at the most expensive juice. This one is the most expensive juice in Canada. Literally $2 this time. It's not 2p, $2. The raw organic juice. Raw natural ingredients are always more expensive and more healthy as well to your health. So there is no wonder that I am 28 times more expensive than this cheap fruity juice or whatever it's called really. Hey! What did you say? What did you say? Now let's have a look at Coca-Cola. 0.12, 0.09, bad. So this one, Losoc, careful, is the cheapest one in Canada. The can, 24 by 355. And the most expensive one, this one, the energy can, which is 0.96p, alright? So you can clearly see that for very similar recipe, I mean, come on, I think they're roughly the same. It is 10 times higher in price. 10 times higher for Coca-Cola. No, young lady, no. We're totally different. You know, I give energy. Hello, look at my name. I have tons of caffeine. So that's a reason for you to drink me. Definitely do not be mistaken. And don't buy Red Bull. I mean, no, don't buy Red Bull. Buy me. He had a higher marketing allocated than me. Things happen, my friends. Things happen. Do you understand the importance of packaging? And the cheapest drink is water for this time. I looked everywhere, but there was nothing cheaper than 0.02p per milliliters. Great, now let's do some analysis. How many times is this one compared to that one? So it is 2 times higher. This means if you want to buy a juice, you will have to double the price compared to water, alright? It will be 8 times more expensive if you want to buy the most expensive juice, alright? Same as Coca-Cola. And it will be very similar, almost the same basically if you buy Coca-Cola in the UK. Alright, let's see what's the difference with the cheapest juice there is in Canada. So, wow! That means that to buy the most expensive juice in Canada, you will have to multiply the price of water by 100 times. What about Coca-Cola? Coca-Cola would be 5 times, and the most expensive, wow, 48 times to buy the most expensive Coca-Cola compared to water. If I were you, I would buy water. But you see that there's clearly a difference between the UK and Canada compared to the price range. So in the UK, the price range will be reduced, where in Canada it would be far more wider. Alright guys, I hope you liked it. Now you know the relative cost of the drinks that you are buying. Please like this video if you liked it and subscribe to my video. I publish many videos per week, so see you in the next one. Bye bye!